want to roll one of those lores so you could see if you knew things?
Now you guys got this. Yes, I will.
We kind of waited an hour for you to roll those things.
Well, there's a
you're
lot of others.
good.
There's a lot of other upcoming stuff that he'll be useful for as well. So
So, we don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is.
I think the fate point might.
Should probably change your name.
yeah. Flintu.
So, try that again. Hey, there we go.
Haha. You know that this is a symbol of the Emperor's Inquisition. Those symbols do not appear lightly. It does make a little bit of sense to you because, I mean, you're aware of Cyphus Grunin, and you knew that the Inquisition had a presence on the planet, but to find it built into such a grand structure so far away from Graia is a bit shocking to you. Although, who knows, perhaps these heathens merely continued with something that they've seen of ancient times, but it is bizarre.
Okay.
And apparently, Clara thinks we're all underwater because she paid her rent or something.
Anyways, now that Flint is here, I shall do as she beckons and make my way up to the stage.
And the rest of you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull a Mel Brooks and just start going, Inquisition. Here we go. Inquisition. What a show.
Good.
Jews in space.
See. I want to watch that movie again.
As you all climb up onto the center stage, she turns and looks at each of you in turn. Why have the rank sent their flagship to our borders, marked as a trade vessel?
Oh, God damn it, I have to do talking now.
You do. You really do.
Okay, so you said I absolutely did recognize the Emperor, and I would recognize some of the symbols, just not to the extent that Danny would.
You recognize that they're symbols of the Imperium of Man. You don't know that they're of the Inquisition.
Okay. So, here's hoping I don't get yelled at like Jubal. But, anyways.
Even when he's here, he's not really here.
There's so much focus.
Go on, Zach.
All right. I'm more than willing to answer your question, but I'm a bit confused, and I raise my hands in, that symbol, and I kind of like cock an eye. The Emperor protects?
He does.
I was unaware there was anyone on this planet still following the Imperial cult.
Oh, fuck.
Except for that one bastard in Sanctuary.
I was planning to get to this at a completely different time, but you did bring it up, so...
Well, Mercury would be more shocked than anything, because he technically didn't go into the other temple, so he doesn't... All he knows is that there is a Temple of Man, but he hasn't been in one.
It's cool.
I figured off-worlders such as you would have noticed this much quicker. Especially you. And she looks over at Flint. You carry yourself like a guardsman.
Yeah.
Paulina is staring at both of you. Lot.
So, suffice to say, there aren't very many of these temples in Sanctuary.
Indeed, it is a heathen city, as many of them are.
Are there other temples around the world?
You can hear an audible laugh from all of the hundreds of people in the pews.
I take that as a yes.
She turns. There are, though few are true to the faith, outside of the sisters.
God damn, these fries are really distracting.
Mute your fucking mic while you're eating your fries, you motherfucker.
Can you hear me munching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I can't hear. I was just.
He can't, but I can, which means the stream can.
Okay, I'm done.
Anyways, how did you know that he and I were off-worlders?
Well, you're not from the sisters, and very few outside. Well, none outside of the sisters would know the Imperial Falcon. Or Raptor, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
Would know of the Imperial Raptor. We also know that a ship crash-landed outside of Sanctuary, and some of those off-worlders of the true faith mostly resided in Sanctuary, which is where I assume you are all from.
Yes. How much... I don't really know how I would refer to this. How much of off-world history has survived Valanthia of these last few years?
Everything the scribes have kept in the Lyceum has survived. Tell me first, there was a, and she kind of puts her hand over the Vox caster.
Mm-hmm.
There was a psyker amongst your shipmates. Where is he now?
He lies smoldering at the bottom of the ruins of Graia Alpha, dead by his own hand.
Paulina just looks mad this entire time.
Fucking shocking. Anyways.
You were at Graia then.
Shortly before... Is her hand still over the Vox?
Yeah.
Okay. How much of the fall of Graia do you know?
I know enough. We keep many sisters out there to watch over it.
Well...
And
Oh.
to wait for portents of our world's freedom.
Just
Well,
see it go up in smoke.
If you'd be willing to pardon our current Rankin roots, if you wouldn't mind taking us to a more private office, I would be willing to discuss this with you in much further depth. We can
Very
wait for
well.
you there while you finish your sermon if you choose.
Very well, fast talker. You and the guardsmen, please step on to the grav lift.
She thinks I'm a fast talker. Also, we didn't recognize a grav lift? Or is that not the metal object?
That is the metal
No.
object. It's not,
No.
like, out. It's just a metal object spiraling or
God damn it, Kramer.
lying up.
What happened to
Fucking
Danny?
Kramer.
Kramer's fucking with his camera, and Danny's not doing anything about it, because Danny's a little bitch.
It had an earthquake just hit Anaheim.
Then she
Yeah,
looks,
that's
she does a sharp look over at Paulina and Ellen. You two, you are different. Might you be... hold on. Actually, no, she wouldn't make that public knowledge. Never mind. You two look different. What are your stories?
I'm just
One takes off her mask and goggles.
Yeah. Oh, you mean this? Yeah, but
I generally do what that one tells me to, and I point to Mercury.
and I'm the one trying to keep this ship of fools alive.
Very well. You may also use the grav lift. I'll be up shortly. As you all step onto the grav lift, she keys something into the pad and it immediately shakes to life. The hum, very, very raucous, and it lifts you up to the corridors above. It opens up into basically a long hallway with a bunch of like office spaces, and you're greeted almost immediately by a steward who walks up to you and just looks all of you over very carefully and lifts her hand out. Please remove all of your weaponry and deposit it here. It will be returned to you upon your departure.
Is she making us like take our backpacks off, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I meant like leave our backpacks there, or are we just like rummaging through and being like, oh, here's our weapons?
Well, they're going to frisk you afterwards, so...
Okay. So...
like, there's other guards nearby, and they're obviously going to make sure you don't have weapons.
Well, no, I was just checking because I didn't know like whether I was allowed to keep my backpack, but I guess looking at my inventory, I don't have anything that's important. So yeah, I unstrap my shock maul. I take my backpack off, and that has everything except for my gun. And
Does anyone not completely disarm themselves?
Me.
What are you going to try and conceal?
My
I'm not
mono
gonna
knife.
conceal anything. I'm gonna try and keep my las gun.
I'm gonna try and conceal my mono knife.
anyways,
Alright.
before they get us all killed, is the lady who was asking for stuff, was she like the head person, or
She's a steward.
she's a steward? Okay, and the rest are just guards.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to, pull my gun out and hand it directly, instead of like leaving it on a pile on the ground. I'm handing it directly to her.
Alright, she takes it.
I'll put the weapons wherever at the same time when I see these two not disarming.
I have to roll concealment.
Okay, well,
First,
when I
right?
see Danny not putting his...
Yeah,
not,
so I'm
When he
sorry.
sees Flint not disarming.
Yeah. Flint, you
Sorry,
realize that
it's
if...
not putting my las gun down.
Flint,
Are you talking to us or someone in the room?
You.
Yeah, Flint, if they wanted to kill us, they wouldn't do it here, I imagine. They just attack the ship or something. I don't know. Put the gun down.
Still doesn't leave my side.
Flint,
Yeah, move it to your mouth, man.
But then I mouth breathe.
It's okay. It's better than not being able to hear you.
Move it a little further away, but up at the mouth.
Yeah. Anyways. You're not gonna... Are you gonna yield to Ellen or no?
But it doesn't leave my side. Is the
Flint.
response.
Flint, you know how I feel about leaving my pistol places. Our best option right now is to just trust that they currently mean us no harm. If we show them good faith, we may be able to smooth things over easier. Unless you'd like to try shooting your way out of here by yourself.
also, I just put you back together. I really don't want to have to do it again.
You did. You got stabbed through the chest in the last fight, and that's why you were out of the combat.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's fun.
Is there a negative modifier for concealment, Richard?
Depending
No,
on the size
it's
of
an
the
opposed
object.
test.
Oh, okay.
But since it's a knife, it's a straight test. You're not like
Okay.
trying to hide a big gun or anything.
Yeah, it's not like
No.
I'm trying to hide my Carnodon, which was
Yeah.
already attached to my hip.
Okay.
So roll a straight test, and then when they try and do it, they roll to oppose that.
Oh boy.
Never mind. Doesn't even matter.
No, it
But
does,
you still
because
try.
Oh.
it's an opposed test. So if they roll a failure, then you both roll again.
Okay. I also take out my data slate so that I can take notes while we go. Because I don't. I assume they're gonna let me take that in there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool.
They walk up, or you disarm, except for Paulina, who just kind of shuffles her knife like into the lining of her pants.
That seems like a bad
and then
idea.
just kind of quickly tucks the shirt over it. And you walk up. As this is happening, the lady who was talking to you previously comes up the grav lift. Mercury, they go through you first. Two guards,
Okay.
basically ask you to like hold
Yeah.
your arms out, and they scan you with a
Auspex or
machine. Yeah,
something? Okay.
it's an Auspex, but your character wouldn't know what that is.
Okay.
They scan you with a machine, and then they're like, you may pass. They do the next to Flint. You may pass. They do the next to Ellen. You can pass. And then they do the next to, or they finally do it to Paulina. And as they get down to her hip, the guard looks quickly at two of the other guards, and they grab onto her shoulders and just pull her back. The lady who comes up the gravelator, looks over.
Darth Vader?
Yes. Who jumps out of Darth Vader, looks at Paulina and says,
Yes. Yes.
"It's fine. You can keep the heathen cleric out here." And then motions the rest of you to her room.
God damn it, Paulina. Or,
Oh, come
I
on.
wouldn't
It's
say
not like
God.
you wanted me. This will probably be better. I can't function up in there.
I'm not gonna lie.
Are you saying that in character or?
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, no, because I'm
Hell
saying
no.
in character.
No, this is good because now I don't have to give her my don't fuck up speech.
Mine was in character because
Yeah.
you are jeopardizing us by saying I might potentially need to stab someone in that room.
Yep. I know.
So she leads you into a very large office. It's a very Spartan office. There's no adornments really. Behind her is a seal of the Imperium, and she sits down at her chair and she offers chairs to all of you across from the desk. In case you are not aware, I am Governor Regent Bethany Ilari,
Notes.
and you are. And she holds her hand out to Flint. Basically, just run down the line with your names. Good.
It's Garrison.
And then whoever wants to go next. Who's sitting next to Flint?
Mercury.
Ellen.
What was her name?
Bethany.
Bethany.
Yeah. Ilari. So, what do you three have to tell me, and why has the Rankin brought a warship to my front door?
Well,
Goodbye, Clore. It's fine, because you're not here, but goodbye for a minute.
anyways. Fuck.
Oh my god, that'd be so great if you rejoined and all we get John Cena.
Fuck, I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, there we go. Well, we were meant to look far less conspicuous coming into port with two other trading vessels. But does the sea have a name, or is it just the sea between Sanctuary and Lasara?
Well, there's multiple C's, but You don't know
Okay.
their names.
So it's irrelevant. I would just say we
Mhm.
lost them at sea. Okay. So,
Ellen would know their names, and
yeah, but I feel
Elena
like
would, but
Ellen
you
just wants me to do the
Yeah.
talking.
Paulina's not there to fuck things up.
Yay!
Yeah, so. But we lost both of them at sea on our way down here. One just before Aladar to a giant squid. The other just before Lysara to a pirate attack, which is actually, if you check my bag, where the knives, large guns, and the shock maul I was carrying into town came from. Loot from those who did not survive their attack against Flint and I. Though I suppose you were less interested in why we were meant to look inconspicuous and more as to why we were coming down here.
Oh, this is
yes, it is quite bizarre for terrorists to show up on my doorstep in a Rankin warship. I'd like to know why you're here.
Terrorists.
Are you breathing on your mic or something?
Now she's going to the bathroom.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just
Ah.
exists in the
God,
highest
that
gain.
hurts so hard. Oh.
It's fine now, but Skype had the gain all the way up for the first thing you said.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
It's okay.
The connection's doing the thing again.
R.I.P. headphone users.
Anyways, moving past that plot point.
Yeah.
Terrorists.
Yes. And she slides a data slate over, and it very clearly shows Mercury in a government building
Oh, fuck.
pushing a letter over, and then immediately getting this stark white oh shit face before pulling out a grenade.
I'm sorry, is this a video or I thought it was a picture?
No, it's a video on a data slate
Devin's dying.
of just and then pandemonium, and then a light flash, and then more pandemonium.
People are laughing, and I heard pandemonium.
Really bummed
Yeah.
I missed that.
That was a good moment. That was a pretty good moment.
It was a good session, honestly.
And she just
Got it.
she
Got
leaves the
incredible.
data slate there and just stares directly at Mercury.
Yeah.
It,
I drank all of it.
so, this is what happened then?
Price.
That would be precisely what happened, actually, Ellen.
Fuck.
Yeah. There's very little talking my way out of that one, actually. God damn it, Bethany, right?
Yes.
All right. No, I guess I would. Yeah, there's very little talking my way out of that one, Governor. That was a series of unfortunate events and decisions all happening in a row, and the outcomes were equally disastrous.
It seems that your journey has been a series of disasters.
Starting from the fucking moment I left Scintilla soil. Actually, I don't know if he would refer to that as soil. Since the moment I set foot
hive.
off of, yeah. Since the moment my feet left Scintilla.
Yes, and then she looks at Ellen, and then kind of looks over at Flint and Mercury again. To the moment where you stood as Graya fell, to the moment that you killed many people in Mordo, and now you are here. It seems that trouble follows you.
Yeah.
But I'm team surviving stuff.
But I survived it all.
Just because
She just turns over, caps Ellen in the face.
Good.
Anyways. Yes, it would appear so. It's a fact I'm none too happy with. Though, I promised to speak with you in greater detail of our journey here, and Clark's gone again.
Mhm.
So I suppose I should honor that. Though before I do, you mentioned that you knew much of Graia. I'm forced to ask once more, how much? Because information within the Rankin Empire was less than reliable at best, at least among the populace.
When the storm closed around the planet, the Founding Sisters went to Graia because they knew what the Emperor kept there, in hopes that they could get a signal out. A call to help, a plead that the Emperor's light may shine through the veil. It seems that that call was answered, though 1,000 years, a millennium it took. Now Zach's off. A
Wait,
millennium it took to get there. Well, because Clar's gone.
Oh,
so
okay.
shift
No, I'm
your
sorry.
camera.
Well, with how frequently my camera shuts off, I thought you meant my camera turned off.
It took a millennium for the help to arrive, and then when the help did arrive, it set off to Graia as we could have only hoped. But before we could intercept it, it seems that the Inquisitor sent to save us was dispatched.
Are you referring to Cyphus?
Cyphus?
Inquisitor Cyphus Grunin.
No.
Who the fuck is Cypress?
You've... What do you mean you were waiting for an Inquisitor? You've had one on world for the last millennia.
Well, we were hoping for one that was a little... Well, actually, no. She doesn't know that much about it, so... Well... I know. Well, yes, but we were hoping to get one that wasn't a heretic.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Heretics. Everybody's a heretic.
Everybody's a heretic.
Who is this
Well-
Cyphus Grunin?
He was the Inquisitor's... Fuck. He introduced himself as an Inquisitor, but I don't know what the Inquisition is, so... I'm like, Inquisitor Cyphus Grunin? And she's like... So-
Get out of here, kid. You're drunk.
So maybe if like Flint wants to chime in or something with his actual knowledge of this stuff, I'm basically just like I have some words and a name. So, anyways,
Guess I'll try and fix Mercury's screen.
but she'll be back as soon as you do.
I know. It's gonna happen.
So, anyways, I suppose to answer her, Cyphus Grunin was the Inquisitor sent by... Actually, no, I guess... Would I know that that's... Because I know it's his title, but would I know that it's important that he was the Inquisitor sent? Or would I just be like, Inquisitor Cyphus Grunin was sent, thinking it's just part of a title? As opposed to like
That's
a
really
job
up to
description.
you to decide. Your character doesn't know the full extent of what he did, but
Yeah.
you could probably figure either way on it, so whatever you want to say.
All right, I'll stick with the title thing, because if I don't know what the Inquisition is, it wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, Inquisitor Cyphus Grunin was sent to Valanthia by the Imperium of Man to deal with... what were his exact words about Tempest? Because he didn't call him a heretic. He just... a renegade?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And was he just sent to report on or stop?
He was sent to verify reports that he was renegade, and then
Okay.
deal with it however he needed to.
Yeah. He was sent to Valanthia to investigate reports of renegade Inquisitor Tempest Thales. I don't know much else about him other than that he spent the last millennia inside of Graia.
Hold on, I need to look this up. Unless anyone has Blank Slate's real name memorized. I forgot it. It might be on his character sheet, actually. I'll check
I don't
that
think so,
first.
because I had just
Well, I mean, it
looked
might
at
be in the GM notes of it.
Oh, got it.
Like, I might have put that on there, because I don't know where I wrote it. I'm looking over the Graia sheets right now to see if I... Pretty sure I put it in there, but I can't find it. Altmar. Oh, of course. Of course I would do it after Skyrim. Why wouldn't I do it after Skyrim? No, we weren't... We were told that it would be an Inquisitor Altmer that would be on the ship Memoria.
Quick question. When Cyphus was psychically linked to us, he referred to an Altmer, right?
Yes.
Okay. But I wouldn't inherently know that was Slate. Because, I was also at the time thinking he was talking to me as well. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So,
I believe the only person that made that connection, besides Slate, was Flint.
well then, until he chimes in,
Yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're muted.
What did I know?
That Blank Slate's name was Altmer, or at least that's what Cyphus referred to him as
Oh, okay.
before he died.
Clara posted on Facebook that she didn't say she's not coming back, but it kind of implied that.
Okay.
She's
I'll check
not
it out.
coming back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just keep going, and if she comes back, she comes back.
Okay.
Okay.
She said she'll keep trying.
God damn it, you people need to all be here. Trying to do a thing.
Nope.
I know.
She's still on Twitch, though.
Okay.
Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, so, anyways. I hate to be the bearer of bad news any more so than I already am, but no Inquisitor survived the crash landing on Valanthia. There was a small group of, but maybe, what was it, like 15 of us?
Mm-hmm.
Of 15, and we had, most were common travelers, such as myself.
But you said you knew the Psyker.
There was a Psyker aboard the ship, but he was no Inquisitor.
I assure you, he was.
He most assuredly didn't go by Altmer.
It might have been a bit foolish to go by that name, especially with your landing so close to Tempest Thales' home.
He referred to himself as Blank Slate.
That is literally her only response.
Yeah. Merc
Even
just
the-
kind of nods.
Even the NPCs don't like the name.
Kind of almost what he did to our party.
So
Snap.
we had an arbitrator, Joanna Esker, with us.
Never heard of her.
She was the only representative of the Imperium
Look,
aboard the ship who
all
survived.
of this is irrelevant. Obviously,
Phew, Joanna
the
was a great
Inquisitor is
character.
gone. You are the only people from the outside that I've come in contact with, and at least there's a guardsman amongst you.
Flint's participating.
God, you're such a guardsman, actually. I must ask, why has the Rankin sent you here?
We appear to be two people dancing around subjects willing not to divulge too much information. Mine is more so as not to incite a panic. Are you aware of the true cause of the fall of Graia? And it is not, as the Rankin have spun the story, an Alknot terrorist attack.
We know that the gate was tampered with. We know that there are Xenos on the planet.
Then say no more. That was all I had to verify. Then yes, I can verify for you that the Dark Eldar have breached... I guess he could call it the Veil, because she's called it that like twice, so...
Mm-hmm.
And he would know what she's referring to. So, the Dark Eldar have breached the Veil and have entered the world through the gate below Graia, or what used to be Graia. Tempest Thales has been captured by the Eldar, and is believed by most of the populace, if not all, to be dead. The Rankin Empire the Rankin military is fighting a losing war.
As are the
Against them.
Alknot.
Yes. Their numbers dwindle every day. And I, Lady Governor, have journeyed down into the wilds under the orders of Lady Sarna, seeking an artifact. I would give you more information, but unfortunately, this is all I have to go on. She says it can drive the Dark Eldar away, and seeing as they are currently raising this planet, and I'm on this planet, and I much enjoy living, I figured I'd go with the only lead I had to stop that. If you have any additional information, I'm more than willing to assist.
The traitor witch has sent you to us. For that. I'm afraid this is above... Well, it's above my position. You will have to travel to the Rose Gate and ask the Canoness.
You'll have to forgive me, Lady Governor, but as we've established, I'm not from Valanthia. I don't know any of these locations.
Of course, I apologize. You will have to go to Sierra, the island of Sierra. There, you will go to Port Lucia, disembark, and then it is a week-long trip to the Rose Gate, the true seat of power of the Five Sisters, and talk with the Canoness.
And this talk with the Canoness, What do we hope to accomplish there? Do we seek permission? Do we seek guidance? Do they perhaps have answers to our problem? Or
You will tell her what you told me, and she will decide whether or not to give the weapon to the traitor witch. If she believes that she can save Volanthia from the horror of the Dark Eldar, perhaps that will sway her, though I much doubt it. However, I've heard the stories, I've seen video, or
picked recording?
seen picked recording, of the fall of Ranetier and the pillage of Lithic. Even our might would not be able to stop them once they are at full strength. It is the only place I know to send you.
Well, I don't know what more I can offer you. You obviously have the recording of me at my worst, so I don't know how much my word means to you, as I have come sailing on a Rankin warship, and though the deaths of those civilians were unintentional, I am still responsible for the loss of countless lives and the injury of many more. But all of that being said, if even you believe our mission to be as important as we had been led to believe, is there anything you can do to assist us in safer passage to Sierra, or any deckhands you can offer for the Solthedron? As I had mentioned, we are down to 9, not including the soldier, the doctor, the talker, the crazy lady, and the captain.
Yes, though it should be quite safe in Sisters' waters, we keep a fairly tight net. I can send you some hands to help with your voyage if you need it.
It would be most appreciated if you could. As mentioned, we lost most of them in a freak squid attack, but most of them against the giant squid and the rest against the pirates. So we are running at below skeleton crew capacity. It was enough just to make it to Lasara.
I'll help you on your quest, but do not, as a man of the Imperium, and then she looks over to you, Flint, as a man of the Imperial Guard, sworn with the protection of his Emperor, do not trust the traitor witch or her brother. What you seek is an artifact of unimaginable power and destruction. If you can convince our canonist to help you with this, it may be worth to save Volanthia, but it could also condemn it. Be aware of the powers with which you're dealing.
Kind of wish Bo were still alive.
Such words I never thought would be uttered.
Bo, can we trust you to save the planet? I'd like to gamble with the artifact.
I don't have gamble, but I gamble with it.
You lose the artifact.
lose. Well, now you fucked up,
Now you fucked up.
Mr. President.
Anyways.
Listen to the woman, John.
The vampires have breached the city walls.
Oh, Hamlet.
Fucking intrigue goes too deep. I don't know who to trust. And Paulina just knows not me.
Let's just blow the planet up. It's for
We
the
can all
best.
trust Jimmy.
Fuck Valanthea.
God, honestly, at this point. It's gonna be like, here, Tempest, you just fucking whatever.
Just take it. I don't even care anymore. I don't even know what this shit does. Just do your
I don't
thing.
know what it is. I don't know what it does. I don't know if you can use it, but give me like 5 gelt for finding it, and I'd like to buy it right before I die. I want a fucking sandwich. I'm hungry. Also, you can like kill me as I'm walking out of the building, but can you just say I own a nice townhouse? Be like, I grant to you a townhouse, and be like, oh, that would be sweet. Bam. I died happy.
right,
do what you will.
Is there anything else you guys want to say to the Governor Regent?
No, I'm good.
God, I had so much when we walked in, and she was like, now you're fucked.
You're fucked up now.
You. Who said that?
Then she bids you farewell.
Before she bids me farewell, I'm just trying to think of how to word it. There was one more thing I wanted to ask, and this is more of personal note. Whilst in Graia, Siphus, as I had told you of, bestowed something upon me. He called it a gift, though I hardly view it as such. It's not something physical, and I'm unable to show it to you. But the traitor witch had implied that it's possible that the tribes of the Five Sisters may have some arcane and archaic knowledge as to the site. Do you know anything of it, or if perhaps those of Sierra may?
Tell me what you see. When you see.
Son.
Debating whether or not I should activate it and tell her what I see now, or just go from memory and try and explain that fuckfest.
It's up to you.
I can always use 10 extra insanity points.
I know, right?
Okay. Sorry, I've used it a couple times, so I'm just trying to pull a couple different examples, so it's not just one. When I stare at Tempest, would I be able to describe it as a thread? How, what are, like, they're just bands of color.
Yeah, they're ribbons of light.
Ribbons of light, okay. When I stare at Tempest and the power is activated, I see ribbons of light, both red and purple, tearing from one side and the other at what appears to be his soul. When I look upon the traitor witch, both times that the power has been activated, I see but only a blinding light, and the power is cancelled before I can I don't know, witness her.
Witness
me.
her.
Yeah. Anyways. Whilst in Graia, I looked upon the archway and saw... You specifically told me that I saw the essence of Nurgle, but how would Mercury describe that?
It was as though a mist of plague was emanating from it.
Alright. A mist of plague emanated directly from the archway. Out in that desert house, the worshippers of Bareth, it was like a blinding white light, right? Kind of like with Sarna, but not quite.
I don't actually remember.
Yeah, so
It was either blinding white or blinding red. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll exclude that one.
Yeah.
So,
Might be able to look that up actually. But keep going with it, and then I'll see if I find it in my notes.
yeah. It allowed me to track the movements of an Eldar back in Sanctuary through a thick mist and the trees, and he appeared as like an oblong spheroid of light, right? When I couldn't see his physical form. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and relay that instead of repeating it. And Ellen, if I may be so bold as to ask you to come over here, I should like to show the kind governor something.
She'll get up and walk over, since you can't see the raised eyebrow from behind the visor.
Yeah. That's fine, because I can now! So I raise the visor and lower your mask to show the governor. And I also lift your hand, although that one was me, but I'm not going to share that information. Because I'm the only one who knows that.
Why didn't I just take off my mask?
Huh? Okay,
Traumatic
would you like me to
effects.
ask you to take off your mask?
No, traumatic effects.
Whatever.
Yeah. Remove it like you're a surgeon who just failed and you're trying to tell the family that someone has passed away.
Yep.
You should be good at that, you're a doctor.
Hey, fuck you. I've got a high survival rate.
Fair enough. Anyways. Ellen, would you show the kind the kind governor your... It was her right hand? Right, because that was the one that had the knife in it? Yeah. Your right hand and face. So, we four were attacked by, well, we two, pointing to me and Flint, were attacked by a small-scale demonic incursion on the streets of Sanctuary, like 4 months ago now?
About, yeah.
Yeah, about 4 months ago. And after our month-long stint in the hospital, being helped by the kind Dr. LaRoe over here, we went in search of a place to stay, and whilst out, were subject to a full-blown demonic incursion. They aren't specifically called gargoyles, right? Like, Merc could just call them that.
Yeah.
Okay. because I'm just trying to think of like descriptive words, because I'm not going to say a charnel demon. So,
You would know the
There-
blood letters are blood letters because of your demonology.
oh, okay.
But you wouldn't know a charnel demon necessarily.
Yeah. You said a charnel demon's like 2 to 3 stories tall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were attacked by daemons with the appearance of gargoyles, bloodletters, and one nearly 3 stories tall. We narrowly survived the intervention of Lady Sarna and her champion, Dante Albinus, charging to our rescue. And during that time, fuck, I didn't actually write it down because I didn't think I would forget something like that fucking night. So,
If it's something
I
from
saw-
I can read it to you.
okay. I'm pretty sure it was like blinding red, and there was some purple in there, and a little bit of gold. Purple and gold for Slanesh.
That was. Oh right, it's in. What write up was? I think it was week 19's write up. No. And you're specifically for what you saw after the demons?
Well, I only, yeah, because I used my curse sight once they had been summoned. So,
Mm-hmm. It was white and gold around Dante. There was nothing around Sarna. There was red and deep purple around the demons.
and you had mentioned like a blinding red, just in general.
Yeah,
When it,
like
yeah.
the sky, like the
Yeah.
area was just like a red haze.
Mm-hmm. So I'm also just going to relay that to her. And that was the last time I had used the sight. The toll it takes on my mind is too great for repeated usage. And it's not always in my control.
Anyone who wants to can make a perception test.
Mm-hmm.
See
Sight?
if you guys notice this. Yeah, it's sight based.
Okay.
I'll do it.
If that ever pops up.
Roll 20 up, dude.
Yeah,
Mercury's so perceptive today.
I'm just gonna go ahead and fake point that.
Wow, fucking Flint nailing that. Good job, buddy.
God damn it.
You almost got there. Flint, you notice that when Mercury brings up a full-blown demonic incursion, very quickly, you can see panic run across her eyes. Her brow furrows in deep concern, and
Be
then
afraid. Be very
almost as
afraid.
fast as it showed, it leaves.
Ellen also saw that.
Ellen didn't see it.
Oh. Got it.
She rolled a 0.
She almost saw it. She didn't see it.
Well, guys, there goes the only good roll for the night.
I nailed it. Goodbye.
Actually,
I'm
Paulina
done
got a
here.
1.
Why did we all get really quiet?
I have no idea. Why are we all quiet?
We're all quiet because I'm talking.
Okay.
Don't
Alright.
talk.
Flush fear across her face, and she just kind of... She leans back. Though I've heard of other people who possess such a sight, You will definitely need to inform the canoness of this. She's the only other person with such articulation over it that I know of.
Well, I suppose it's at least a start. It's someone to ask.
You, like her, can see into the true nature of things.
If you'll excuse me momentarily, I'd like to go run and grab something from my bag outside to ask you about. You can send a guard with me if you'd like.
Very well.
All right,
Go
so I
ahead.
run out to my backpack and I grab the stones.
Okay.
So,
You set him on the table, I guess, and she looks.
and
at
I'd
them.
also like to recite the poem that the lady read to me. So, I don't actually know what it is, so.
She looks at them. Sorry, you would have to ask the scribes at the Lyceum, perhaps, or someone within the Lyceum of the Rose Fortress.
Well, as with your words on the site, at least I have a starting point now. As I have mentioned, this is a personal matter, unrelated to the current invasion.
Oh, if that is all, I will ask you to take your leave. There are things I must consider and notes that must be sent.
Well, as you are the governor of this, because technically Lasara is connected to Ebony. Is this an island or?
Yeah.
All right.
Lasara
So-
is an island of the Five Sisters, though it is connected to Ebony.
Okay. It's not really counted as like a peninsula or anything. I mean, it's a fucking massive peninsula at that, but all right.
Think of it like kind of like Panama. Like there's some water there, and that's enough for them to justify it.
Okay. Yeah. So, seeing as you are the governor of this fair island, is there any place we should visit while staying here that either may
Well-
interest us or expedite our leave or assist us on our journey? Or perhaps just some
There's-
local cooking you'd like to brag about.
There's little reason for you to leave Arbella, though all of Lasara is a beautiful island. And then she kind of gives you the general description of the sitter.
Mm-hmm.
Which let me find that in my notes, because this will be important for Flint to.
Flintaroo. Will it be important for
Um,
Flint?
She refers to the city as it's set up in 5 main sections. There is the center, which you are currently in, the Temple of Man, where the Temple of Man and the government building is. She refers to this as the Principa. Then there is the Lyceum, where all knowledge is stored, and that she refers to as the Praetora, and it is to the east. There's the village, which you've walked through, which is a place for food and simple wares to the west. She calls that the, I believe it's pronounced Haria. To the north is, or no, I'm sorry, the village is to the north. The Hold is the place for services, hospitals, and that is the Valentidinarium to the west, which leads down to the docks. And then there's the block, the Centuriae, which is basically the housing area. Flint, you recognize this immediately as the same layout of every single military base you've ever been on.
For the city as a whole, or okay.
The names that they're using and the relative locations they are.
What was the second one?
The second one, the Pretoria, the Lyceum. It is the Lyceum to the east, which is called the Pretoria.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 sections.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Then.
Principa, Pretoria, Horia, Velutinarium, Centuriae.
Good.
It's okay, because now we get to go to the screen that makes all that way the fuck easier.
Oh, good.
Yay!
Welcome to the screen that's only going to change the top every once in a while. Because they are all built, all of the island cities are built exactly the same way.
With squares and text.
Yep. Squares and text. The only thing that changes will be the directions, because that's less useful.
And what's the block?
The housing residential
Okay.
district. They're basically ranked from importance, from left to right, top to bottom.
Alright. So, if I wasn't mistaken, I'd say that we're on a military base right now then.
It is the safest way to protect our lands. Yes.
So, are you an organized military?
We have one. The sisters are what is left of the fist of the Emperor, and we cannot let ourselves fall to degeneracy or outside invasion. Thus, all of our cities are built ready for war and to withstand siege.
Alright. That's smart.
Save the fortress, which is simply a fortress.
Yeah.
Although it does have the same general layout. Just in a different kind of more upward kind of thing. But yes, very astute of you.
Astute. Call me astute.
Very astute of you, actual military guy who should know this.
Not all military people would really recognize this.
And Flint is one of them.
Yeah. He's got common lore war.
I do. That is the thing I possess.
Which not every military person would take, necessarily.
Okay. Just be like, I got a gun.
That is generally what most guardsmen think,
Yeah.
yes.
I know.
I has gun. I would like to shoot the Daka Daka. Then the Burner Boys come out and they all turn into little bitches and just run away.
Good.
And then she actually reaches over to Flint and takes him by the elbow and shakes it firmly. Yes. It is warriors shake.
Yes. I know. I know what you're getting at.
Yes. If that is all, please take your leave. I am quite busy. Thank
Get
you
the
for
fuck out of my
what you've
office.
told me.
Of course.
Now get the fuck out of my house.
Bitch.
Motherfucker.
Oh, fucker.
Spartan kicks you out of her house. You fall half a kilometer. You're dead.
I'd like to roll catfall.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I'd like to roll catfall.
You're dead.
Earth and water.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Roll catfall. You want to see how far this goes? We'll do it.
I'm pretty sure you house ruled that 15 meters is the most I can negate.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure my agility dictates that 21 is the most I can negate.
Yeah.
So I can take half a kilometer's worth of damage,
Yeah.
Earth and water.
especially if you scale it up.
So you guys leave then, I suppose.
Yeah. So
Unless anyone else has anything they want to say or ask.
Nah.
All right, so
good.
great. Now what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to get my stuff back, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd also really like to chide.
Is
Paulina,
already
but-
gone.
Who's already
Well-
gone?
Paulina.
Good. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Left.
To hell.
I asked the guard if they know where she went, or if they sent her back to the ship or something.
She said she would be a better use trying to find deckhands for your ship.
Ah.
She's breaking the rule, damn it!
You're breaking the rule, dog!
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
She doesn't show up next session. Paulina's just dead in the street somewhere. You never hear from her again.
This is why we go with the buddy system, damn it.
We did go with the buddy system, and she had to pull out a knife. At least if she hadn't pulled out the knife, we could be like, Paulina is with you.
Alright, so you guys get all your stuff back.
Yep.
Head back down the grav lift. Everybody watches you as you exit the Temple of Man. What would you like to do now?
I'm really curious as to why every single person turned around to look at us when we walked into the temple.
Because the governor stopped speaking and
Oh.
stared
Look,
at
Zach,
you.
have you ever gone to the bathroom in the middle of class and gotten back?
No. I don't use restrooms.
So much truth in that one sentence.
I also don't pay attention to other people who use the restroom.
Look at the special snowflake over here.
Well,
Anyways.
well.
And now, seeing you all leave, they are all still very interested in these outsiders. From rank, with a warship. Alright, everybody roll initiative.
Quick, pull out the grenade.
I don't have any grenades.
Damn it.
Firebomb still.
Quick, Flint, throw some firebombs into the pews.
Into this kilometer-wide building. I'm sure you're going to get most of it.
There's enough wood
Captain,
here, it'll all go up
Captain.
after a while.
You also got kicked out of Roll20.
Captain fucking
Really?
Bucket.
No, I didn't. I'm
Hey, he's
still
back.
here.
Oh. There we go. Your
Yeah.
name disappeared.
Alright, so what are you guys doing now? Since we have about half an hour.
Oh, I don't know. I apologize, but I am fading fast.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry guys.
You find Paulina, head back to your boat, and you let Paulina read your book.
Yeah, Cthulhu for target.
Alright. Enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Target.
It's a
God
dream.
damn it, Danny.
It's a dream.
It's a dream. It's Devin's dream.
So how many willpower rolls does he need to do before he walks away?
None. He failed that one.
Alright.
Yeah, I failed
If
the
you
first
fail
one.
that one, then I get to, like, dark powers him.
Like, I'm
And
just making sure. 'cause
lead
every
him
session he's ended
astray.
on, he's had to roll like 4 willpowers before you let him leave because he's tired.
No, Devin,
Uh,
you don't get to leave.
just mark down 200 experience, Devin.
Oh, cool. XP's. I now
What
have
is
1,000 XP to spend. Shit.
Zach,
Nice.
Danny, do you guys want to keep playing for like a half an hour, or do you want to call it
Yeah, I was gonna do some shopping and stuff.
two? Okay. Cool. Let me just, like, screen region it when Devin's gone.
Todd, why are you still here? What are we doing?
He comes for the drama and intrigue, but he stays for the shoe shopping.
I guess. I really appreciate the viewership, but we're so boring.
We're not that interesting, man. Really not. Oh god. Oh god, I put Zach where Danny is.
Oh, God.
Anarchy. Anarchy.
Zach, you have to stare at the sun. Perfect. Look at his form.
Quick, Flint, I need you to do all the talking.
Oh god. So, Philanthian was destroyed. He convinced the Dark Eldar to kill everyone, and
I'm
then
just gonna walk in and be like, I'm Tempest.
He somehow got to the Inquisition, and they declared exterminatus, and a lot of people lost their lives. Really, it's just a clusterfuck all the way around.
Just another day for Danny's character.
Pretty much.
1 genocide, 2 genocide.
Yeah, we're just killing everybody these days.
Guys, we've been officially upgraded to a waste of time.
Yeah!
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys?
Really,
what are you
any
guys
session
doing?
where you make me like talk to a character, and like talk my way out of just getting shot in the balls that I don't have anymore, or explain stuff and
So
exposition
Danny,
dump.
what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What's